Aisha Yusufu reacts after human rights lawyer was sent to prison for defending a citizen in court. Aisha Yusufu has reacted to a post made on Twitter by her fellow human rights activist Inibehe Efyong about how he has been sentenced to prison by the chief judge of Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Inibehe Efyong is a public interest and human rights lawyer, activist whose vision is aimed at ending corruption and injustice in Nigeria. He took to his official Twitter handle to announce his arrest. The human rights lawyer revealed that he has just been sent to Uyo prison by the amiable chief judge, of Akwa Ibom State, Justice Ekaete Obot, for 1 month for defending Leo Ekpeyong in the libel suit filed by the executive governor of his state, His Excellency Udom Emmanuel. The development came as sad news to Aisha Yusufu, and in her words, she says, "What?" Question mark, exclamation mark. Libel is defamation expressed by printing, signs, pictures, or any communication embodied in physical form that is capable of tarnishing someone's reputation or public hatred of the person in his or her business or profession. So now, I don't know what cases lawyers are allowed and not allowed to take on, but why would he be sent to prison for a crime? At the end of the day, you have lawyers that have to defend the most heinous of crimes. Doesn't mean you send the lawyer to jail or to prison because they're defending the crime. Is their job. Everyone has a right to a lawyer, right? So I don't understand. Why would you send the lawyer to jail? Doesn't make sense. It sort of makes it unfair because you actually have a governor of a state suing a member of the state, a civilian, basically. Of course, there are cases where it's you versus the Nigerian system. For sometimes, even in other countries, for example, with the court system, it would be the crown versus you, or you versus the crown. I get it in that sense where for certain matters, the opposing body against the civilian is the state. So it would be the state suing you, you versus the state if you've done anything, contrary. But the fact is, I don't know the legal whatever of what is meant to happen, but it surely doesn't make sense to anyone just reading in layman terms. I don't think it makes... Yeah. This is interesting. It's like arresting a bread seller for staying beside someone frying akara. Nigerian judges, the highest criminals on earth. It's very much confusing. I don't understand. If he was found guilty, then you send the criminal or whoever person was to court. But was the crime that heinous and defamatory and damaging and harsh and able to brew hatred towards the governor? Was it that bad that you didn't even send the actual culprit? You sent the person defending the culprit. Wow, that must have really gone to heart. The governor must have been really pained. This is Nigerian comedy. May God help us. Indeed, there was a country. And again, this person just puts government intimidation, full stop. And that's pretty much what it is. What is the Nigerian Bar Association doing? We are watching as well. It is unfortunate life now turn by turn. That turn is coming. Both the governor and the judge. He won't be governor throughout his life. Okay. Yes, political party judges just masquerading around. Very interesting point, because again, this is not against the... I don't even know. How do you even try to analyze or go through something like this? First of all, it's either you find it funny or you are just left baffled because this does not make sense. And then this person says, why call on the public? Defend yourself, Mbok. Nigeria, which one? It is not just sad news to Aisha, but of course, for bitter weeping, for all sane minds, I cry for Nigerians. Let him tweet the truth. What is the truth? How did the lawyer become the accused? I don't know. You're asking? We're trying to find out. If he is found wanting, why not? It is a verdict by the competent court of law. I assume, or I believe that this is sarcastic. Very sarcastic. Criminal judges in useless country. Nigerians, I pity you because you breed demons in positions of power. Okay. All right. I mean, what could you really say though? What could you really say about this? The facts are not available before us. Well, I mean, that is true. Of course, more context will be needed to understand what it is, but just simply the decision to send the lawyer to jail, I mean, it doesn't really make sense. Of course, when we see the fact, they may understand, but it doesn't make sense. Things like this don't happen. And again, for Nigerians to just, I mean, things like this don't happen, right? And so for us, it's like, okay, fine, let's just react to this and joke around, because it's not something that we would, yes, it's surprising, but in a country like Nigeria, it's not something that would necessarily shock us. It's just this dynamic is different. It's a different, different outcome. This lawyer is being economical with the truth. He must have done something contemptuous before the court. He's full of exuberance. The judge wouldn't just sentence him for doing a job he was paid to do. Let him tell us the truth. More so, did he send the tweet from the prison? Good question. I mean, you might have asked someone to send it for him, but I guess if he's sending it from the prison, well, I guess it's not as severe as we think. But yeah. Nigeria's problem is the executive, judiciary, and legislators. Nothing more. I mean, I can't say I would. I can't say I would disagree. Can someone give full details of what transpired? Again, we don't know the full facts, but of course, in a logical sequence of events, it doesn't make sense. So, you can either discard the news, or you can choose, like this person has, to ask for more information. But I don't think people are willing to really ask for more information. I mean, Aisha's fans reacted, and to be honest, it's good, because if you want someone relevant to answer your question, then you've got that. But I don't necessarily think it would have gotten a lot of traction if she didn't react. It is what it is. Put what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.